I am a very claustrophobic person. You could have buried me under 200 feet of dirt, and it wouldn't have mattered. The story about the time I almost died, and the car just hit the side of his house. I would die on that $1 million before I lost. With buried alive, I am a very claustrophobic person. Like I am, which is why everyone told me it was a bad idea. Like even if like my girlfriend just lays on me for 5 seconds, I start to freak out.
No fucking way.
Yeah. So leading up to it, I would have to sleep in a coffin in my garage some nights to like train myself. And like after a while, I just kind of got used to it. But at the start, like I would lay in the coffin. We have one in my garage at night, and they'd close it, and I'd be like, you know, and I'm not even buried alive. But then after a while, you kind of just get used to it. And if you just accept in your mind, like nothing's gonna happen, then it's
the safety thing. Did y'all do calculations based on the weight of
everything?
It was like
that thing. So I was
that's
like,
what I was worried about. I was like, damn, I'm gonna be buried under like 10 feet of falling dirt.
Yeah, it was basically like 2,000-3,000 pounds of dirt. I mean, it was like 9 feet under. So we hired an outside company to build it because I didn't trust myself building that. We consulted with David Blaine, who buried himself alive for like a week. And like the coffin in the video cost us like $243,000 to make. Oh my God. But that thing, you could have buried me under 200 feet of dirt and it wouldn't have mattered. Let me hook you with this. Okay. It's a story about the time I almost died. Oh, now
I'm hooked.
There we go. You're hooked as well.
I'm in.
Okay, so I gotta give it a little bit of context. So basically, we filmed the video like 8 hours away. It's a normal video. We finished at midnight. All the boys slept well. We don't drink. We don't do drugs. We're just normal.
Yeah,
normal guys.
Good Carolina boys.
So good night's sleep. We start our drive home. It's a 8-hour drive with me and like 2 of my other friends. And so I mean, I'll get rid of the fluff, but like we're just listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with David Blaine. We're at the part where like Joe stabs him in the bicep. Just really, we're loving it. And I'm just listening, sitting there, and then my friend driving, which I don't even really want to name his name because I want to embarrass him.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he just says, "Can we pull over to a gas station? I don't feel too good." And I'm like looking at the road, and I turn and look to my left, and his head's just bobbling, and he's just like,
"Wait, is he driving?"
Yeah, down the highway, and he's just like dead.
What are you talking about?
Like his arms just went limp like that. He just said that.
Fell asleep.
The guy driving the car?
Yeah.
He gave you one warning, then fell asleep.
Well, it wasn't even like a warning.
Not even a warning. Just like, hey.
I don't feel so good. And then I look over and he's just like this. And so it's him driving. I'm just going to call him Andrew because I don't want to put him on blast. And then my friend Tyler is sitting behind him. So I instantly am like, this fucker fell asleep. So I grab the wheel. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. And I'm just kind of like keeping the car going straight. And I just yell, "Wake the fuck up." And I'm like yelling. Yeah. And he's not waking up. And a few seconds go by, and then Tyler in the back seat literally punches him in the head. And his head just goes to the side.
Knocked him out. He was gonna wake up.
So let me give you a second story. Which is weird as fuck. But when I was in Little League, my coach was driving me home. He stopped at his house to like go grab some stuff. I don't remember because it was on the way to my house. And so he just gets out, darts inside. He forgets to put his car in park.
Oh God!
And I'm 10 years old. I'm sitting in like the front seat. And the car just starts moving in his driveway. And I don't know what to do. I looked over, and I'm 10. I've never driven a car. And I know like one's gas, one's brake. But I'm like, I want to stop the car, but if I accidentally press the gas, I'm thinking we're just going to go through the house and I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't do anything. And the car just hit the side of his house. And he was so mad. And I was dramatized for the longest time. I was like, Mom, I could have stopped it. And I just didn't know. And so when I saw him passed out, I was like, I'm not fucking up this time.
When you don't know what to do, don't do anything. So when you were 10, I'm not sure you did make the wrong decision. But you're 10 years old.
But I could have literally just reached over and touched the brake.
Or you could have accelerated through the entire house. Do you know in the back of your mind, do you know that I would win this?
I spent 50 hours buried alive. I counted to 100,000 for 40 hours straight. I've done so many dumb things. Yeah, I don't care. And I'm so competitive. I would die on that $1 million before I lost. And I just don't care.
What are you most excited about?
Most excited about?
Yeah, right now.
I just YouTube. It's never
really.
I mean, it's like weird because everyone always tells me eventually you'll get burnt out, but it's just YouTube. That's what gets me up in the morning, and that's what I live for.
And it always has.
Always has. It hasn't changed.
Even when you were just saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, exactly. And since I was 13, I've been obsessed, and it just won't go away.
Bro, this is what. Okay, so I've said this. Like when you were doing those videos, definitely I was like, yo, this guy's this guy's
a fucking idiot.
No, I was like, no.
Gary V. It's like fucking 11 p.m. Just out of nowhere, just calls me, and he's like, yo, I got like 30 people to call, hop in. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, it'll be the best decision of your life. Just get in. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I just joined the call, and I just see like Logan, and I don't even know these other people. I don't want to put them on blast.
Every heavy hitter you can imagine who's worth $1 billion was on this one call, and Gary V is in the little corner, the little square. He's going, CryptoPunks. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the next Facebook. Where all of us were like, okay,
Everyone's
Gary.
judging. I'm texting Logan. And I'm like, Gary lost his
legit?
mind.
Bro, all of us were like, yo, Gary's nuts. Yo, Gary was right again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We got to keep the story going. So there's like all these like very successful people in this call, and Gary's just like, everyone shut the fuck up.
So are you're just constantly asking questions
All the time.
Really?
That's the only way you can ever stay on top, is if you're constantly learning. If you're always learning, reinvesting every dollar, and basically working 10, 12 hours a day, like, I just don't see a world where someone can compete with you.
Do you know in the back of your mind, do you know that I would win this?
I spent 50 hours buried alive. I counted to 100,000 for 40 hours straight. I've done so many dumb things. I don't care. And I'm so competitive. I would die on that $1 million before I lost. And I just don't care.